Welcome back to another Door Kickers 2 video, everyone. Today we're going to be continuing our Forever War in the new Tour of Duty on the Northern Belt in the campaign modes. We've got our level 1 squad who hasn't done anything except play the first mission. So we'll continue on here with day number 2. Day number 1 was a success, no injuries. Everyone is healthy and ready to go into the next mission. So the only mission we've got available here is going to be Objective Offended Sky. It's a hostage rescue mission. It says we've got 3 days to complete it, but it's the only thing that we have available, so we will play this one. Looks like we're going to get a bonus XP, bonus 1000 XP for every surviving team member. That's pretty cool. It says we've got hostage rescue duty, so bring clean clothes and a press, as the press is sure to take an interest in at least 3 hostages being held at a farmstead if intel is accurate. 15 of 23 blackheads and their minions on location. So I don't like that it says at least 3. I would like to have a known quantity of hostages. That way we can get in there quickly, hopefully quietly, get our hostages out and leave. But with it saying at least 3, that means there could be more, which means we may have to clear the entire structure, which I'd rather not do that if we didn't have to. But we'll go ahead and see what we are working with here. We won't have any of our troops deployed just yet, but if you guys don't remember, we are doing an Iron Man mode. That means any deaths are permanent until we get resupplied at the end of the tour. We're trying to keep our guys in here as long as possible, so we definitely need to be extra careful and do everything the right way if we can. So knowing that this is a hostage rescue mission, and we don't know the location of any of the hostages, probably not going to be bringing any wall charges or anything like that. Last thing we'd want to do is set a wall charge right here, bust in, and there was a hostage waiting on the other side of that. So we're going to have to be a little more careful. Probably no explosives, frags, slap charges, anything like that. So it looks like our entry point is going to be over here on this side. That's also where our rescue zone is. We got some drapes right here, which is good. But if we start throwing flashbangs or anything like that, unfortunately that will knock these down, so we need to be careful of that. We've obviously got our main entry point here. As we continue to look throughout the structure, we're only going to be getting 4 guys to take down this structure. So we do just need to be cognizant. We've got some windows on the outside that don't have drapes on them, so we're not going to be able to sneak past those. See what else we're working with. Nothing really crazy on the outside of the structure. On these Iron Man missions, I tend to like to get a full 360 before we make entry, just because I don't want anyone to be coming from the outside. I'd rather not have to hold rear security if we don't have to. And it actually looks like this is the only exterior door, if I'm not mistaken here. I don't see any other exterior doors. So that is going to have to be our breach point, unfortunately, unless we decide to come through a window somewhere. But if we decide to come through a window somewhere, enemies could run out from behind. I'm not aware if enemies can jump out of windows in this game or not, so we'll just have to be cognizant of that. When we think about where hostages are most likely to be held, we've got a locked door here, so there is a possibility they could be on the other side of this locked door. This area is kind of separate from the rest of the structure. You kind of got to go around through here to get over here. So possibly hostages on this over here. Although this looks more like a briefing room of some sort. You would imagine that they're going to have them somewhere close to a bathroom. And then another locked door here. So it is also very well possible that all the hostages are here in this last locked door. And if that's the case, I would like to possibly hold cover with a port team, a window team over here. If we could bust out this window here, we can hold cover on that door, get our guys in, possibly rescue the hostages. Again, I don't think we can get hostages or bad guys to jump out of windows. So at least everyone would be secure here, and then we would just have to clear our way through the other side. There's no mention of executioners, but that doesn't mean that they won't be here. So we're going to have to take that into consideration. Being that this is the Iron Man mode, I really don't want to come through the front door, because that's obvious. There's only one door here. All the enemies are going to be expecting you to come from this direction. So with that in mind, I think I would prefer to come through, I think, the back side of the structure here, and we'll work our way through the rest of the way. I think that's going to be the best idea. Hopefully the bad guys aren't expecting us to come through the last room in this chain of everything. So now we need to decide our team layout. Anytime someone gets injured, they're going to be out for the next couple of missions. So we need to make sure that we're kind of spreading the love here on who we're bringing where. However, this is a very close quarters map. Hostage rescue. I do think bringing 4 assaulters is going to be a good idea here. I don't want anyone with an LMG or a marksman rifle or in too close at quarters. We could bring a grenadier, but I have a feeling they're going to be more useful in some of the larger objective type missions. So for this one, I think we are just going to bring 4 assaulters. So let's get our first 4 guys here, and then let's determine what we want to do for our loadouts. We're going to be bringing our Mark 18s. Glock 19 sounds good to me. We don't really have anything else unlocked. This is a brand new set of Rangers, so we don't have any battle honors on the squad or anything like that. Rifle helmets for sure, level 3 all the way around. I don't think anyone here is going to be having stuff that we need to have a level 4 plate for, but once we can, I would like to get those for sure. Flashbangs, I don't think we're going to need any frags. Let's see how we want to get through these doors. Most likely, I think we're just going to be doing either a breaching shotgun or a breaching hammer. I don't see anywhere that we would have a need for bolt cutters. This is just a flimsy door and flimsy door that are locked. So I think a breaching shotgun on a couple of our guys, and then maybe a hammer on another couple, just to spread everything out. Other than that, flashbangs are going to be the name of the game. I don't think we're going to need any smoke or anything like that. We are going to have to hold cover on this last door until we make entry at least. So we will go ahead and circle our guys up around this way. I would like to try and get a 360 on the building. I am just worried about this and this. So we'll get 2 guys up here to start. We'll send another 2 around the south side, have them meet up, and I think that'll be our best case. That way, in case something does pop off, we can bust through a window real quick to get eyes into this room. So I think that's everything we need, and we'll go ahead and get it started.
Lock and load. Let's
So
do this.
we will go ahead and keep everyone on silent mode for now. The name of the game in Hostage Rescue is going to be Stealth to Contact. We want to stay as quiet as we can for as long as we can. So we will go ahead and get these guys both set up to make a northern approach. These 2 can watch the door as we start to make our southern approach. So there is a little bit of gap in the curtains there. Hopefully that doesn't mess us up too bad. But we'll go ahead and pop these 2 around. Alright, the north side is clear. Let's quickly get our guys across. I will have him go ahead and watch that crack on our way through, just to make sure nothing weird happens there. Bring these guys across. We will have 1 continue to watch our rear, just in case someone pops out that door that we don't know about. Start to bring him around, and we'll start to clear the south side of the structure as well. Okay, first little notch there is clear. We'll adjust our aim and start to move further down. Okay, south side of everything, it still appears to be pretty clear. Before we press along here, because we do have this exterior window, I want to get these guys up and into the position before we move any further with them. Here we do need to watch this corner, as well as we're going to have to pie across here. So let's get our guys, we'll drop our rear coverage for a second. We'll pie across with him as he continues to watch straight ahead. Okay, that's all good. And now we can get set up over here on the window. We'll actually have him continue to watch our rear as we push across this side. And then we're going to be ending up going through this window here. Alright. The majority of this area is clear. I would like to keep these guys close to that window in case things pop off. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and start to make our approach with these guys. Again, hopefully no one's going to pop out that rear door, but we're going to get everyone ready just in case. So we'll slowly make our approach here, listening to hear if we can hear that door open. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bypass the rest of this as long as, you know, there may be someone here. However, if we push up into this little notch and we see him and we take shots through the glass, then we're compromised. We just want to make sure we can get around the exterior and that there's no one in the exterior. So we'll move these guys over. And still watching the rear. Taking our time, clearing out the outside. Alright. That is clear. Now we're going to go ahead and drop our complete rear coverage. I'm going to need him to watch this window as we push across. He's going to pick up on this side, but we're going to have to be super careful as we move across, as we don't want anyone who's standing right here to really see us coming across the other way. We could, in fact, hold what we have and have this guy clear around, which I think may actually be a better idea. I really don't want to be compromised from the exterior for any reason. So now that we know that we didn't get hard compromised through this window or through this window, we can push this last pink here to clear the exterior the rest of the way around. One last little notch to clear. Perfect. Now we can get him back up to the top. And we'll get these guys to move around. I'll get him to pin this window. And he can move back around. Like to stay off as far as we can. And now we can pick back up to the top side. Exterior is clear, so now we just need to have one person watch this window, or this door rather, and we should be good to go. So we'll get these guys to join up. No reason for him to watch our rear anymore. As soon as he goes past, have him watch the rear. It's a little bit slow getting started, and that's okay. We want to take our time with the Iron Man missions. No reason for us to get killed just for rushing into something. Alright, as these guys are approaching here, let's try and get them set up so that they'll be able to see the majority of this room. We'll have blue here be our window breacher. We are just going to have one side that's really not clear. I'm going to be willing to drop our rear coverage, I think. Just because I want to be able to do a simultaneous breach on these two windows. These guys are going to be able to see everything this direction, but they're really not going to be able to see this deep corner. Because of that, I want to take this window at the same time. So I am going to move these guys around. And we will do a simultaneous breach, and I'm okay with that. Drop in the rear coverage to make that happen. Alright, so he's going to have good view in here. He will have good view to the corner. I'm going to have you break this window on Alpha. Likewise, we'll have you break that window on Alpha.
Waiting for Alpha.
I thought he was going to go on Alpha, but we'll go ahead and go now.
Go.
I don't know how this dude did not hear us shooting or breaking the glass right behind him, but that's okay. We will we'll take the shot, and nobody heard us, which is excellent. So we're going to continue to hold coverage on this door. This window is, or the room is cleared rather. Let's get this guy inside. we'll slowly get our dudes inside. And they'll pick up on this door. Jump through the window. I guess he's waiting for Alpha.
Go.
And we can actually just go ahead and have these guys all come through. We're going to leave our hostage there for now. We can't actually make him jump out this window as far as I'm aware. So we're just going to leave him here. We can rescue him, I guess, for the XP.
Covered a hostage.
And then we're going to have to tell him to stop right there. Alright, now let's get everyone else set up on this door. I think I would like to do a hammer breach that seems to be ever so slightly quieter than a shotgun, I think. And again, we're not in a rush at this exact moment. We have rescued one hostage. We want to try and get through here as quiet as possible, and there's no other way to quietly get through this locked door. We could send a team around again to bust out this window, but I think that is a little excessive. So we'll go ahead and bust this door down. And at this point, I am going to get my guys off silent mode. I probably should have done that a second ago, but that's alright. This small room is clear, so we're going to get everyone else up on the door and ready to make entry. And we'll do the same thing. We're going to quietly open this door.
Affirmative.
And we've got our last two hostages. Well, I say last two. There's at least three, so there could be more. Again, we want to do this quietly if we can. The geometry of this room, unfortunately, is going to force us all the way around. We can't squeeze through right there, which is fine. We're going to have our number 2 pick up on that door, and then we're going to have to send 2 guys around to come through here. I really don't like that we can't sneak past right there, but that is what it is. We'll have him hold there. We'll send a second guy around to help him. Make sure that we get that area cleared. And we'll have you go and rescue our hostages. Before you rescue the hostage, though, we'll have you hold on that door, just because if that door were to swing open while these guys are all over here, you're supposed to be watching that door, he would be exposed. So we'll have him cover down on that door for a second. I really wish he could have his gun up, but that is what it is. Get you with your gun up. We'll hold on this bathroom. Let's rescue these 2 hostages before we open up any more doors. I'm going to have them follow me up to the top.
Roger.
And we'll have them hang out with this guy up here. Again, real world, we would make them jump out the window, but I don't think that they can do so. So we'll just go ahead and turn around, tell them to stop.
Go. Stay. Stay.
Stay. Good boy. Alright. Let's get him up here as well. And then we will again quietly try and work our way through the rest of the structure.
Roger.
Clear as much as we can from the outside. Fairly well. Seems clear. Alright, now we can get set up on the next one. Again, we'll do the dynamic hammer. Seems to be working the best for us on somehow being quiet. I really wish we could send those guys out through the window. Part of me wants to attempt to send them out the window just to see what happens. This is the middle of the Iron Man mode, so kind of hard for me to want to test things at the moment. because if it goes bad, it could go very bad. But it may be worth it if we rescue those 3 hostages to just get them out and not do anything with the rest of the building. So I think I am going to do that. Let's send Pink over here and pick up all the hostages. We'll get everyone else set up on the door. But let's just see what happens. Let's see if we can make them jump out the window. I really don't think we can, but worth a shot.
Roger.
So let's have him follow me and let's jump out and see what happens. Yeah, no, he definitely doesn't want to come with us. And that's okay. It was worth the 2 seconds to
Affirmative. Stay here.
he wasn't going anywhere anyway, but that's all right. It was worth the 30 seconds for experiment. All right, let's get these guys to slide over a little bit so we've got room for our 4th guy. And again, we'll do the dynamic hammer on this locked door. Seems to be doing the charm for us. And that looked like it was an executioner. So unfortunately, them there did take a couple of rounds. Almost makes me wonder if in the future we should bring an explosive charge, because if we did do a wall charge, we could have blown a wall out and taken the hostages all around. We would all still not be injured. So unfortunate that we've got 1 injury there. I want to quickly get up to this door. And then Blue is going to be picking up the rear for us. Fortunately, we don't want him to have any shot of getting hurt anymore. Get him back so his gun is up. Get everyone focused in the right spot.
Roger.
Alright, it sounds like there may be more enemies coming through this way. I just heard someone say stay here. So we will hold for a second, see if that door opens up. Obviously, I would say that there's no one else in this room, or else they would have come out as their buddy was getting shot. But seeing no one come through the front door, or this door, we'll call it the front door for now, we'll go ahead and clear the rest of the room. As soon as his corner is cleared, we pick straight back up on the door. These guys will all do the same. So both corners are cleared. Let's get Pink down here. He'll be our breacher. And we'll get everyone up and ready again. Again, making sure we've stayed off the door enough to have our muzzles up. And we will quietly open this door. Oh, that is not good. Took another injury there. Unfortunately, there's nothing we could have done about that. Opening that door quietly and having 3 muzzles in the gunfight. Everyone just had their guns trained on us. And again, we could still be looking for another hostage, so wouldn't want to go explosive. Let's go ahead and get a flashbang into the rest of this room. They definitely know that we're all here now. We're set up on opposite sides, so we'll go ahead and crisscross. Get these guys trained this direction. We're going to send orange in first, pink right behind, and then yellow and blue will fill in afterwards. Again, as soon as they finish clearing their corners, pick back up on the door. And we'll try and get nice angles on our way over there. Alright, let's see how we're doing on ammo. No one needs a reload at this second. Alright, let's see if we can get a flashbang around this corner. I'd really like to be able to fling it this way. Maybe he can get one further. A little bit. Okay, we'll do that instead. Alright, we're going to lead with pink here. We're going to do what's called running the rabbit. I really don't think that someone is hiding right here. So we're going to go straight here into this known area that we know is clear. We're going to have our muzzle facing this unknown area. As that flashbang goes out, we'll go all the way across. And then everyone else will follow suit. So pink first. Orange right behind. Pink and then blue. Everything is clear straight ahead, so we'll pick back up on this door. And we'll try and take a nice angle this way. These guys to follow in behind. We'll slowly fire our way across. Do need to be cognizant of this door now. I'm going to have someone pick up on that from this other side. Guys could come squirting out this way. And we will slowly pie our way across. Alright, now we are going to need a reload. So I'm going to push Baxter in front, have Sumo drop behind, get Blue up here in the fight. Let's have you conduct a reload. Now let's get a flashbang in as we continue to pie here. We'd like to try and clear that entire room from the outside if we can. Looks like they're just going to be sitting right here somewhere. So we'll go ahead and push pink in. Orange right behind. We are going to have to clear this little bit of corner. Clear that corner. We'll have you stop short. We don't want you to get too exposed. As we clear that, we can pick up on this door here. Yellow, we're just going to have you continue to hold on that door. Alright, so we'll pause for a second here. This is going to be a higher threat area. One, we're obviously taking rounds from this way, but this is an open door as opposed to this closed door. It's been a long time since we've had eyes on this room, so there very well could be someone in here. But we're pretty confident there's someone over here. So now this is a game of angles. As you can see, Baxter's got his full field of view. He does not quite have that because of this wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to push him to hold this way. We're going to transition to have Orange looking this direction. The reason for that, he's going to be able to call out if this door opens quickly. But Orange here has a much better angle on this because of his distance from the wall. So we'll slowly push these guys across. Again, you can see that they are able to see further in here just because of their distance from the wall. Alright, push him up. He came out. We'll get a flashbang around this corner, and then I'm going to pin with this guy and just hold there. These two guys will be able to come back around this way. As that flashbang goes off, I'm actually just going to have him pin this. Blue, you can come across. Oh, well, Orange is the healthy one, so we'll bring Orange across as Blue pins on there. So we'll have him roll this door. Clear. And that's the last guy.
Mission complete.
So we did get all three of the hostages. There were not any more. I wish we would have known from the get-go that that's all we had was just three. But we did take a couple of injuries here. So Yellow and Blue there got hurt. 4.5 minute mission, but we did get 4,000 bonus XP, so that's cool if you're into that sort of thing. We will go ahead and watch the replay for you guys who like that. The beginning will be a little slow as we are just working our way around the exterior of the structure. So we'll get that started for you.
On Alpha.
Alpha, go. Alpha, go.
Recovered a hostage.
Thank you,
secured.
kind man.
Recovered a hostage. Stay here. Wait here. Come with me. Wait here. No tangos. Flashbang out.
Get over there.
Banger out.
Take cover.
Tango down. Flashbang out.
Look out.
Got him.
Watch out.
Clear.
Good job. Mission complete.
So you guys enjoyed that replay. If you did, drop a like. Let me know down in the comments. But that is going to be a successful day 2 of our campaign. So we will get back over here. And we can see now, new day, try not to die. Will be next video is going to be day 3 of 7. We're going to have a couple of missions to choose from. Still have everyone available for deployment. couple of promotions, and we promoted to level 3. So we're going to have 2 new doctrine points available. So stick around, get subscribed, turn your notifications on. That way you're notified when the next video comes out, and you can keep up with the rest of the series. Really appreciate you guys. The channel is growing a lot, and it's because of you guys and all of your support. So I really appreciate that. We'll see you in the next one.